Bronco country. How y'all doing? Are you doing as good as I am? Probably. Look, guys, this is not great. The score is 13-3. Broncos are losing, and Houston currently has the ball with some time left on the clock, a little bit more than a minute. They just got a first down to the 40-yard line, so they have about one timeout left. Hey, guys, this is not been good. This has been the complete opposite of what I have expected to see so far today. One team has showed up and is playing like they want to get in the playoffs. Another team has yet to show up. Looks like they literally could not give two shits less, and that is the Denver Broncos. All over the place, just not looking good, giving up huge plays left and right. Broncos are unable to reel in some of the big plays themselves, and it's just not great. So put in the comments and the questions everything that you want to talk about, what you've heard, what you've seen today, and let's start talking about it, even though it's not quite halftime yet. Texans looking to throw the ball again. I'll give you some play-by-play here. Plenty of time in the pocket. Broncos got lucky there. They had a guy wide open down the field. That would have gone right in for a touchdown. I don't know what this Broncos defense is doing. They're not looking good. They're not getting any pressure to CJ Stroud. They're giving him all day in the pocket. The zone coverage in the backfield is just leaving guys wide open. And they're not able to get anything done on the defensive side of the ball. Offensive side of the ball, they got a field goal, but that's not going to do shit for us. Look, guys, it's just not pretty in any way, shape, or form. I don't know how to break it down for you any better than that, other than these guys are struggling. We'll get some stats up here for you guys in a second. More time for CJ Stroud, running, throwing out of bounds, bringing up fourth down, thankfully, with about 30 seconds on the clock. Broncos do have some timeouts. They might try to get in field goal position or not. Broncos do get the ball to start the second half of the season, or of the second half there. Cindy, how are you doing? Very, 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 very disappointed in this team. This is not what I expected in any way, shape, or form for a team that has come back from 1-5, has fought incredibly hard, has beat some incredibly tough teams. They are, I don't know if they're overlooking the Texans or what, but everything that the Broncos have done so far has just not been good. In fact, I don't know how this game isn't 3-27 or 28 at this point. The only reason is the defense has kind of done something, whereas the offense has done absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. Yeah, Cindy, I couldn't say it better myself. It's beyond infuriating, to be honest with you. Okay, let's get some stats here for all of us watching this game. Let's see what's going on here. Obviously, the Broncos do have the ball for a little bit here, with about 15 seconds on the clock. They're not going to do. They're probably just going to kneel and go to halftime here. We'll see what they do. Yep, they're going to kneel. Okay, halftime score 13-3. Broncos losing terribly on the road in a fashion that just does not add up to what they were doing the previous 5 games. Okay, let's see here. Looking at the box score, Russell Wilson, 5 for 10 with only 44 passing yards. He's been sacked once for 11 yards. CJ Stroud, on the other hand, 8 for 15 for 182 yards. Let's see, Sean, got to get some rhythm on the offense, but got to come out more aggressive and energetic. Now, I do like how aggressive we came out on offense to start the game. Defense did exactly what they're supposed to. They stopped the ball, 3 and out, got our offense the chance, pushed the ball down the field a couple times, could not reel in those catches. Some good defense on that first big pass to Courtland Sutton, first play of the game. Second play of the game, another deep pass to Courtland Sutton. He probably should have had that one. Not a pretty drop at all. Another deep shot down to, I think it was Mims early on in the second quarter, I believe. And that should have been a pass interference. Don't know how it wasn't a pass interference, but look, we can't blame the refs. This mess that we're in is purely because the offense cannot get anything going. And the offensive line, I think, is a big part of it. Looking at the running stats here, we do have 70 rush yards compared to Houston's 77 rush yards. Javonte Williams, 7 carries so far on the day for 32 yards. Russell Wilson, the next largest rusher, 6 carries, 6 rushes from him for 24 yards. So, these numbers are just not looking good, guys. They are just not looking good. Cindy, my heart can't take this either. Yeah, it's like we're going back and watching the Broncos at the beginning of the season. They definitely took a step back. I mean, they had to get before halftime there, and they just couldn't do it. The offensive line is just getting beat. Russ is not having any time in the pocket to look down the field, even get his first read set up. I know he's looking for some deep shots, but they are just bringing the pressure like we are not doing in any way, shape, or form, upsetting Russell, getting him in, getting in his face, bringing him down, making him throw the ball early, making him throw the ball away. He got that sack for 11 yards that killed that drive. I mean, the offensive line has got to figure something out. They've got to adjust something because just from seeing it on TV, the Houston pass rush is just getting right through us, even right down the middle. It's not even coming off the edges there. So, Cindy, I am right there with you. Don, how you doing? Good to see you here. I like the deep shots. Keep it up. This is the 24th ranked pass defense. Take advantage. Exactly. No, I completely agree, Don. And you saw that's what we were doing early on. But we just cannot stop the pass. We cannot stop them from getting to Russ. And so Russ does not have any time to really plant his foot, make a good throw down the field. And that is just absolutely killing us. I don't know what they're going to do adjustment-wise because, again, it's not like our guys aren't getting open. It's not like our run game isn't working. I mean, we're averaging 4 yards a carry, which is really, I mean, that's decent. It's just we cannot get anything going in the pass game. So agreed, we need to take those shots, but we've got to find a way to get Russ some time in the pocket, man, and that's what's killing us. Andrew, I'm just as worried, man. This is not the team that I expected. I thought the roles would be reversed. I really did. I am not seeing any of that drive. I'm not seeing any of that passion. I'm not seeing any of that, that dying to get in the playoffs that I was expecting to see from the Broncos like we had seen the past 5 weeks. This has all been Texans all game long. And that shows me that one team wants to get in the playoffs, another team couldn't give two diddly squats. And that's the Broncos. Now they have a whole second half. This game is very, very close. It's a 2-possession game. And if the Broncos come out there and get a touchdown, I mean, we're right back in it, right? But we've got to understand that Houston is going to find ways to keep putting points on the board, and we cannot settle for field goals. We've got to move the ball down the field. We've got to play our game. We've got to eat up the clock. We've got to find some of those passing opportunities and actually make them work. That's what Houston's doing. When they get a chance down the field, they are capitalizing on those moments where the Broncos just are not. And that has been a huge difference maker in the game. Huge difference maker. Don, I'm glad you're here. Let's see. You say I have to keep, let's see. We have to keep running the ball to help the pass rush. Yep. And that's working. But when we do go to pass, it seems like it is not there. They are in Russ's face within 1 or 2 seconds. Catherine, how you doing? Hopefully they can adjust at halftime. They have to adjust. The offensive line has got to do something. I don't know if they have another guy out there that's just focused on helping the blocking or what. There's got to be something they do, but it's not been pretty so far, to say the least. Joey, how you doing? I did 7 fireball shots. Need to pass out. Yeah, because the ending is not going to be good for them. Look, hey, they are playing like the donkeys. I love my Broncos. Okay? I love them. But they're playing like donkeys. There's just no argument against that whatsoever. Let's see. We keep the comments rolling here, guys. I'm not worried yet. I think we're going to be very interested to see, the worry level is going to be very impacted on how they come out at halftime. They come out looking defeated. Do they come out looking like they are a team that wants to be in the playoffs? Period. Not the end. CJ Stroud, look, and I've been giving him, credit all week. I have this guy is real. He's smart. He's mature. Yeah, he's young in age, but the decisions he's making on the field are really paying off. Really paying off. He has a great team around him. And again, they're playing like they want to be in the playoffs. And that's the difference maker, guys. I hate to say it, but that's the difference. Cody, how you doing? Long time no see, man. Yep. Improvement is needed on all sides of the ball. Quick and to the point. I completely agree, man. Defensively, they've got to find a way to slow down the Texans even more. Find a way to make them punt even more. Look, if they hold the Texans to scoring on only half their drives for the remainder of the game, that would be success. Okay. But the Broncos offense has to know that they can't go out there and keep getting these 3 and outs. They can't keep going out there and settling for field goals. It's not going to happen. We are not going to win the game that way. Period. The end. And I don't want to say that you can kiss our playoff chances goodbye after that. However, they do take a significant drop down to 20%, whereas every game still matters, but we're going to need a whole lot of help from all these other teams to help us get a playoff spot. And we don't, the destiny is in our hands and we are totally blowing it. I don't know what the message to the players in the locker room is. I mean, guys, look at what we got here. Look at what we've done to get ourselves to this point. And now we're here and you're just going to go out there and you're just going to, is that seriously the type of team we are? Because that says a whole lot more, that really brings us down. I think, mentally, emotionally, focus wise, morale wise. I mean, this team is just, they walk away from a game like this of this importance where they put up, they can't say a goose egg, but where they put up basically no fight whatsoever. Man, they've got a lot of growing to do. We need to find players that want to win a championship. And I do not see a single player out there on the Broncos team that is dying to win a championship, much less make it into the playoffs. And that is just terrible. That is just terrible. Oh my God. Okay, get back to the comments here. It's still in reach. I agree. Look, this game it's not like it's 40-0 or anything crazy like that. It's certainly within reach. But if the offense goes out there and punts again right away, like they're known to do in basically every single game after halftime, when we get the ball, we punt it. We go 3 and out. It takes us a whole 2 or 3 drives to figure out in the second half how to move the ball offensively. We can't do that. We cannot do that today. Oh my God. I hope you guys are feeling it the same way I am. Score and be only down by 3. Yep. So, I mean, again, we go out there, we get a touchdown on this drive. We look good. Okay. Now we're back in it. Our defense probably feels better. And we can actually make some progress there, right? We can talk about, okay, this game is out of reach. We've come back. We've come back in the season. We've come back in other games. We're coming back now. But it starts with this drive after halftime. It really does. Joey, Texans just out scheming the Broncos. Yeah, totally agree. Texans defensive scheme is winning this game. And like they were talking about on TV, special teams as well. Special teams, they are flying down the field. They are playing incredibly well. They got that tipped punt earlier on. Their special teams are demolishing our special teams. And so even, in an area where we've been really proud of what we've been doing on the special teams front this season, that's not even there. We're not even being able to rely on that. Let's see. Dan, how you doing? Stidham is starting the second half according to the Broncos. No, he's not. Dude, stop that. Seriously? Get out of here. No, he's not. What has Russ done to make you think Stidham's going to start? Sorry, man. That's obnoxious. Stop it. Bad reffing, go Broncos. First time I've ever had to yell at a fan on here. Come on, man. Enough with the Stidham crap. Enough with the firing everybody crap. It's done. Russ is the quarterback. Bad reffing, go Broncos. Love it, man. Thanks, Matt. Let's see. Don, Colts are down. This is right for the taking. Exactly. Dude, not only are, the Colts down, I hope that the Broncos see that Colts are down, that helps their position out even more. That's even more of a reason to go out there and win this game. Play like you want to be in the freaking playoffs. It's not, I don't know where the disconnect is. I don't know why they came out there looking so flat. The stands are full of orange and they just cannot get anything going. Andrew, the Texans have superior energy. We're playing flat. If you're going to boil it down, spot on. Completely agreed, man. Completely agreed. Thank you, Sean. Appreciate it, man. Glenn, how you doing? Have to believe. Where is it, bud? I got to get my sign out. Look, I can't do it yet. What have they shown me to believe yet on this game? Look, it's very possible. I mean, we've seen them come out the second half and look strong before. It's a matter of they've got to do it. And to be in a position they were in and look flat for the entire first half the way they did, that is disappointing to the max. Absolutely disappointing to the max. Let's see. I missed some comments appearing. Going back up here. Joey, if Broncos come out in the second half with as much energy and sense of urgency that Kevin has, please put me in the locker room, coach. Let me give a halftime speech. I need 30 seconds. Give me 30 seconds with the team, man. Hopefully they're piping this in over, over the speakers. But Joey, seriously though, like, how do the players not have this much energy? It's one thing to be in a very close game and you're just getting outmatched by, just a couple plays just didn't go your way. A couple plays did go their way, but that's not the case here. That's not the case. We're getting straight up blown out of the water. Okay. And you want to ruin what this team has done? Forget about talking about going from 1-5 to 6-5. I mean, all they're going to talk about how the Broncos had a chance to solidify or really strengthen the chance to get in the playoffs, and they blew it. They cannot allow that to happen in the second half. Don, hated the roughing on Singleton, softest push for roughing. Yeah. I think it was more the whatever was being said, because that flag didn't come out until there was a little bit of pushing. But the fact that call was, both those penalties didn't offset, that's a little much. I think that was the refs saying we need to get this game under control because it's early and they're already in each other's faces, right? The refs know how important a game this is for both teams. And so I think they're just trying to say, hey, we are not going to allow that crap today. We are not going to allow the fights. We are not going to allow you guys pushing after the whistle. That stops now. And so I think that was a message more than anything really that should have been offsetting penalties. But, look, Singleton knows he can't do that. Once that play is over, dude, walk away. You're a veteran. Don't be getting up in the faces of these other players, dude. In a game like this, maybe if you're winning 30-5, 37 or something like that, 35-7, sure. You're way in the lead, then whatever. You get a stupid penalty, but not here, not today. Okay, we're going to do the speed round of comments, guys. I'm going to catch up to everybody who's commenting. Thanks for being here. Really quickly before I do, Catherine will get to comment here in a second. Remember, we have a ton of content. Please go subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'll put that link here, scrolling under the bottom here in just a second. Subscribe there. We have daily content, videos we push out. We also have our post-game podcast on Mondays. We have our pre-game podcast. We have our Tuesday night show, Bourbon, Broncos, No BS. We also go live 1 hour before kickoff, so you guys can check us out then as well. Tons of content you guys are not going to want to miss. So please follow us on all those other places. The link for the YouTube is right below. Please go there and subscribe if that's not where you're watching us right now. Okay. Catherine, I missed your comment. I'm going to go back to wherever that was. Right here. Okay, speed round, guys. Definitely agree we need a score on the first drive of this game. It's going to get away from us. They look just flat, no passion to win. Got to change that in the second half. Completely agree, Catherine. Andrew, Singleton's penalty hurt. That hurt a lot. Definitely gave the momentum to the Texans early on in the game. But look, second half, we've got to go out there and find a way to do it ourselves. Matt, we still got this. I love it, man. Go Broncos. Plenty of time for us to turn this around. Jason, our defense will win us this game. We've got to find some turnovers. We've got to find some ways to get some turnovers. Game is back on, guys. I'm going to get through these really quickly. And so we can see what is going on. I'll call out here, start. 2nd and 14. I didn't even see the first play there. Not a good start there at all. Don, Surtain seems moving a little slow. Don't think he's 100%. Dump off pass to McLaughlin, who runs for about 6 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 8 or so there. Allison, offense to score more than 3 points. Yeah, very much so. They cannot be settling for field goals. It's not going to win us the game, Allison. Totally agree. I wish we could tell these guys and be like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Let's see how you doing, man. Relax and grab one of your seats. Run the football. I'm trying to relax, man. It's hard. It is hard. Have to believe. Go Broncos. Okay, I'm not going to be able to get all these comments, guys. I appreciate it. Turnovers in the last 5 games sure have helped. None today. That's what we need right now for sure. We also need our offense to convert on this 3rd and 9. Russ in the backfield. Looks like Williams off to his right, looking for the pass. Again, pressure right away and sacked from behind at the 20-yard line. 3 and out for the Broncos. I think that says what we can expect from the second half here. Stroud's headbutt was harder. Agreed, man. But when it's the quarterback, they're going to treat them like little special soft princesses, Paulina, go Broncos. We have to win this game. Completely agree, guys. Hey, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it all. Have a good day. Try and enjoy the game as best you can. Let's see if this Broncos team can turn it around. We need some turnovers. We cannot let the Texans score here, but we'll see. Broncos punting, returning. Texans are returning it to their 43-yard line. So here you go, guys. Second half. It's already started. We'll be back tomorrow night for the Orange Weekly Bourbon Broncos No BS post-game podcast. We'll see you guys then. And hey, Dan, crazy how Stidham isn't playing, huh? Crazy how it's Russell freaking Wilson. Get out of here. Go Broncos.